Dragons Live, presented by Form Communications.
Hello everyone, I'm John Webby Webking alongside Tommy Thompson, and welcome to Dragons Live. On today's show, we'll recap everything in the last month for the MSUM Dragons and throw in some fun features of our own.
We've got pumpkin carving with swimmer Jackie Woods. We'll take a look at Todd Peter's epic comic book collection and check in with Jordan Reaver and Herb Bingham to see how they're settling in over in Europe.
But first, the highlight of last month was the always busy homecoming week. We'll get into all the scores later, but first, let's take a look inside some of the events off the field.
Kicking off homecoming week was the block party and pep rally on Monday, October 12th. With less than desirable weather outside, the fun was brought inside to Nemzik Fieldhouse, featuring inflatable games, free food, an airbrush artist, and more. At the pep rally, student athletes addressed the crowd about upcoming events before homecoming royalty was announced.
Friday night held the Dragons Hall of Fame banquet where 9 individuals and the 20-year anniversary soccer team were honored. Individuals included Lori Olferts, Bank Swan, Dave Shellhouse, Ron Monsegi, Paul Licken, Chris Erickson, Kristen Ingeldorf, Ken Blado, and Brad Beck. At homecoming coordination after the volleyball game on Friday night, junior Kyler Rayhill and senior and Dragon swimmer Jackie Woods were crowned this year's homecoming king and queen.
Following the crowning of King Kyler and Queen Jackie, students gathered on the South Lawn in Nemzik to watch the traditional burning of the M and a breathtaking fireworks display. Saturday was a busy day for all Dragon fans with soccer, swimming, volleyball, and football all taking place at Nemzik. Swimming's meet highlights include sophomore Aaron Sullivan coming up just short of a pool record in the 100 backstroke. Soccer took on Minnesota Crookston. Football faced off with Bemidji State, and to end the day, volleyball hosted nationally ranked #1 Concordia St. Paul.
The whole day of homecoming was a very special one for our SID emeritus Larry Scott. Governor Mark Dayton officially declared October 17th as Scotty Day in the state of Minnesota in honor of Scotty working his 500th consecutive football game.
One final honor from the weekend was the men's basketball team regional championship ring ceremony to commemorate their historic run to the NCAA Elite Eight for the first time in program history. Athletic Director Todd Peter presented the rings to the team and coaching staff at halftime of the football game.
Congratulations again, Tommy. That had to be a pretty cool experience being on homecoming court.
It was an unbelievable week. I had a lot of fun with it.
Awesome, very cool. I had a chance to talk with Dragon basketball's 2 most recent graduates to play pro over in Europe this week, Herb Bingham and Jordan Reaver.
It's going well. How are you doing?
I've been going good. I broke my thumb today.
You did what?
A little fracture in my thumb, but it's nothing too. I don't know. I should be able to play tomorrow. So
You broke it, but you're gonna play tomorrow. What'd you?
right underneath the fingernail.
What's life like? How you doing?
Doing good. It's crazy to think I've been here for 3 months already.
Wow, I can't. It doesn't even seem that long.
I know November is right around the corner, but
Crazy.
it's going good. I know we have preseason was August last month. We played 10 preseason games. So I mean, it's been a good experience. Germany's a good country, though. I like it.
Tell us about kind of an average day in your life in Portugal.
Wake up, it's about 70 degrees. Really nice, sun shining. Get some food, maybe go work out. Practices every day. Tuesdays and Thursdays are 2-a-days. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is just the basic, 5 o'clock practice. Then pretty much there's a lot of free time. You can do whatever you want to do in that time, whether you want to work out, go sightseeing, stuff like that. But the town we're in, our sponsors, our restaurant, so wherever we go, we pretty much eat for free, which is nice. Me, I'm eating a lot, so. But the food here is good. My diet has been good, so.
For full interviews of Herb and Reeves, head to youtube.com/MSUM Dragons or watch on the Dragons mobile app. Sticking with Dragon basketball, Monday was Dragon Madness, where fans got a chance to meet the men's and women's basketball teams, win prizes, and much more. Let's take a look. Basketball officially kicked off on Monday night at Nemzik Fieldhouse with another year of Dragon Madness. The women's team participated in a shooting star contest with athletes competing to make a layup, an elbow shot, a three-pointer, and a half-court shot. The winning team included Coach Allison Swenson, Coach Vanessa Keeler-Johnson, and 7-year-old Gabby Tack. New this year, fans got to vote on the dunk contest winner on Twitter. In the final round, Matt Nelson's one-handed jam took on Evan Holt's two-handed reverse. Holt handedly won the contest for the third time. Several in-game and halftime promotions were showcased as well. The biggest contest of the night was Take a Free Ride with Valley Imports halftime contest, where one lucky contestant won $100 cash and a chance to win a 2016 Volkswagen Passat courtesy of Valley Imports on the February 6th basketball game against Augustana.
And of course, go Dragons!
Still to come on Dragons Live, I carve pumpkins with swimmer Jackie Woods.
And I nerd out with resident comic book collector Todd Peters. That's next.
Another day. And just like every day, it never seems to slow down. But you have a plan. Grab a cup, grab the paper, and grab a little time. Just for you. It's worth it. Don't get the paper? Just grab the phone. Call now and save up to 60% off the newsstand price. Journalists, bringing the story home every day.
Buffalo Wild Wings Team Up for Kids program is proud to support the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. Join us at buffalowildwings.com/giving.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Welcome back. Getting into the Halloween spirit, swimmer Jackie Woods joined me in getting her hands dirty and carving some pumpkins. We chatted about her season, Halloween, and a very special homecoming. Hey, we're outside in Nemzik. I am here with Jackie Woods. We are carving some pumpkins today to get in the Halloween spirit. Jackie, what are you carving?
It's just a really, really happy pumpkin.
All right. Just to remember all the mustaches we had going on for Beaver Week, I figure my pumpkin should have a mustache too. So, Jackie, tell me a little bit about you're in your senior year of swimming here. You set pool records your freshman and sophomore year, and then last year was named the most valuable swimmer to the team. How did that get you set up, like, for your senior year, and how's your senior year going?
For my senior year, I'm just really excited to be swimming. The best thing to do for swimming is to just kind of relax. So getting MVP last year definitely made me feel like I was in the perfect place for senior year. Kind of like no expectations, just trying to do my best and keep the team as positive as possible.
The pumpkin carving is not as easy as it looks. I'm learning here.
I'm working on an eyebrow. I'm trying to keep it on fleek, but it might be not.
That's all right. All right, recently, your last meet at Northern here, tell me a little bit about that and how successful. There was a lot of excitement and buzz around that meet, and MSUM came out doing awesome. So tell me a little bit about that meet and how that went.
Okay, so the thing with that meet is that none of us swam what we usually swim in a regular meet. So we swam our off events. So, like, I'm a breaststroker, but I didn't swim any breaststroke at that meet. For us to win it was a really big deal because it just shows how much depth our team has and how much talent we have.
Other events that have happened in your life this year. Tell us a little bit about your weekend, homecoming weekend, and you were on the homecoming court, crowned homecoming queen. Kind of give us the rundown from your perspective of how that weekend and that coronation night went.
That week was exhausting, but it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed homecoming in a way I'd never enjoyed it before, but the best moment was definitely having my team come and join me out there and just like cheering me on, because I honestly did not think that I had a chance in the world to win, just because meeting all of the rest of the homecoming court, yourself included, I was blown away with how many amazing people there are on this campus.
I know when your parents pick out your Halloween costumes when you're little, that usually goes over well and leaves for some interesting photos to look back on. So you got a favorite throwback Halloween costume?
Yeah, I was okay, you might have to even help me think of what her name is, from Star Wars.
Princess Leia?
Princess Leia, thanks. Yeah, I've never even watched Star Wars. Embarrassing. I was her, but I thought she was a geisha, so I just pictures of me with like plastic, like those, like her buns, and like white paint and like red lipstick. Oh, not a good one. Not a good one.
Time for the big reveal here. I would say it's a pretty successful day of pumpkin carving for us. Yep. So yours looks great.
It's missing 5 of the 6 teeth I got.
That one tooth looks pretty excited to be there though. Thank you so much, Jackie, for hanging out with me and carving pumpkins today.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's keep the topic in the pool. Everyone has their quirks. Me, I've got a rock collection. Shut up, Tommy. But head coach Todd Peters has a comic book collection worth diving into.
I got into comic books when I was a kid, probably 11, 12 years old. I just started, I read a lot as a kid, and I had a lot of time where I was alone, and my mom would send me to the bookstore, and I just started buying comic books. I still have all of my comic books from when I was a kid. I have about 3,000 of them. They're all in boxes, and they're bagged individually, and I take care of them.
At the first MSUM staff meeting of the year, as everyone went around the room sharing things not many people know about themselves, head swimming and diving coach Todd Peter stood up and boasted about his comics.
Well, this one is what the latest X-Men movie is based on, Days of Future Past. This is actually a comic book that was done in the early 80s. And so it's kind of special. This one has Magneto in it. Not his first appearance, but I guess with the X-Men, what happened was in issue 94, a whole new team was created, and that's the team that everybody knows with Wolverine and Storm and Colossus and Cyclops and all of them. And so this was the first time that the new team really fought against Magneto. And then this is issue 100 of the X-Men, and it's the new team fighting the old team, so to speak.
Interesting.
This one is really valuable. This is the very first appearance of the Punisher. He actually appeared in Spider-Man. This is from the 70s, so this one is actually worth a couple $100. This, I believe, is the oldest one I have. It's a Batman from, I don't know, the 40s or 50s. It's not in great shape, but it's really old. It was only 10 cents when it was originally purchased. And again, it's just one that I got like when I purchased another collection of somebody else's. This one I just brought just because it's a really good cover of Iron Man. He's pretty popular right now.
Yeah, I'd say he's pretty popular.
And then this one is the Infinity Gauntlet. This is the upcoming Avengers movie. There'll be 2 Avengers movies, Infinity Gauntlet 1 and 2. That'll be coming up in the next 2 to 4 years, and it's based off of this. And this one was done in the 80s. Most of the movies that are being done, the plot lines are from comic books that were done in the 80s.
Peter says he doesn't spend much time flipping through the pages anymore, but he gets plenty of fun flashbacks to the new movies.
they're turning comic books that I read as a kid into a movie now. The latest Avengers movie is Ultron, Age of Ultron, and that was from that era when I was really into them. So it's kind of strange. People don't realize that all these stories were really written 30 years ago, and now they're becoming made into movies.
He admits his favorite was always the Avengers, but along the way, another investment pulled him away from his comics.
But I got to a certain point where I kind of had to choose between either spending money on my girlfriend or buying comic books.
And who won?
And the girlfriend won. Good thing, because I ended up marrying her, so it was the right choice.
Classics and buried treasures, all with the story and value. But asked when his whole collection would be worth today, Coach Peter simply laughs at the idea.
Wow, that's tough to do that, because it's valued. Its worth to me is so much more than what anyone would probably pay for it, just because of what it meant to me as a kid. If somebody came up to me and said, "I'll give you $10,000 for everything," it'd be tough for me to say no. But yet, it's worth way more than that to me.
Coming up after the break, we'll recap all the fall and winter sports action. Stay with us.
It's a new stay at the Courtyard by Marriott, located just minutes from downtown Fargo, local colleges, shopping centers, and several restaurants. The Courtyard features a 24-hour fitness center, 24-hour on-site Starbucks, and our bistro restaurant and lounge open for breakfast and dinner daily. Relax in one of our 2 indoor swimming pools and hot tub. The comfort your family needs, close to all the action at the Courtyard by Marriott. Visit our website or call 218-284-1000. That's 218-284-1000.
Mr. Goldman loved his family a lot, didn't he, Dad?
He sure did.
That's why he had State Farm life insurance, like you. So his family never has to worry, right?
Mr. Goldman didn't have life insurance.
Why not?
He's just a goldfish.
Ignore him.
Call State Farm agent David Eggers in Moorhead today so your family won't have to worry about whether you have life insurance.
We put the life back in life insurance.
Libby here with another lesson.
Mandy, when is the last time you had an oil change?
Huh?
Mandy, when's the last time you filled up? Mandy!
I'm not some kind of mechanic. Hey, maybe you should ride Matt Bus. They take care of everything.
Seriously, you need to do that.
You really should. Thank you. No problem. Let's ditch this junker and hop on that bus.
We learned our lesson.
Join us in taking the I Go Eco Challenge.
We've had a lot of standout performances since our last show, so let's dig right into our Courtyard by Marriott Athletes of the Week. September 28th through October 4th, Taylor Bainon and Jessie Belke. Bainon had an impressive collegiate debut at the North Dakota Triangular. She won the 400 IM in 4:44.55, which was the 4th fastest time in MSUM history. She won the event by nearly 3 seconds. Belke had one of the best games in his Dragon football career against nationally ranked Minnesota Duluth. The junior from Buffalo, North Dakota had a career-high 14 tackles and a sack against the Bulldogs. October 5th through the 11th, Joshua Ernst and Mackenzie Smith. Ernst recorded a solid top 5 finish to help the Dragon men claim the team title at the Jimmy Invitational. Ernst now has 2 top 10 finishes this season. Smith picked up her first win of her collegiate career at the Jimmy Invitational, running a 5K time of 18:15 to edge UMary's Casey Stewart by just 2 seconds at the finish line to help the Dragon women finish second place. October 12th through the 18th, Aaron Sullivan and Hunter Broughton. Sullivan won the 50 backstroke and also claimed the 100 backstroke. She also took second in the 50 butterfly. Sullivan's time in the 100 back of 59.14 narrowly missed the pool record of 58.69. Broughton had a big day for the Dragon football team in their homecoming contest against Bemidji State. The sophomore set career highs for receptions with 9 and receiving yards with 115 in the game. He also caught a touchdown, his first of the season.
Supporting our athletes are some awesome fans. Let's meet one of them in this week's Matt Bus Fan of the Week.
To be the Matt Bus Fan of the Week.
It feels so good. I've never felt so good in my entire life. Go Nemsic Noise, go Dragons, let's go.
John Hunt is a junior majoring in actuarial science and is the treasurer and vice president of Nemsic Noise. Hunt loves being a Dragon because of the energy that he can bring to the student body and also enjoys attending events with his friends. He says the best thing about Dragon culture is how all Dragons can come together to cheer for a common goal.
Football started off October facing tough losses at home against Duluth on the 3rd and on the road against Northern State on the 10th, and then at home on October 17th against Bemidji. The Dragons finished out the month with a strong 30-20 win on the road at Minot State.
Volleyball started out the month with a 3-1 win at home against Bemidji and picked up another win at home against Mankato on the 16th in a 3-set sweep. Last Friday, they traveled to Southwest Minnesota State and lost a tough 5-set battle against the Mustangs.
The men's cross-country team won the Jamestown Invitational on October 9th. Junior Brady Spiker, redshirt freshman Josh Young, and freshman Joshua Ernst all finished in the top 5 in the meet. The women's team finished second. The NSIC championships were held on October 24th in St. Cloud. The men's team finished third, and the women finished sixth. Josh Young was named the NSIC's Men's Newcomer of the Year.
The Dragon swimmers came in third at the October 2nd triangular meet at the University of North Dakota. They earned 2 wins and 4 losses in the homecoming weekend meet against Northern Michigan, St. Cloud State, and Northern State. October 23rd at Northern State, senior Annika Bordak led the way for the Dragon swimmers in their 184-78 victory in the duel.
To golf at the Augustana Invitational on October 3rd, the golfers finished with a score of 339. The NSIC Fall Championship was held October 10th in Brainerd. Michaela Bloomer led the team with a total score of 172.
Soccer faced their toughest loss of the month during homecoming week, starting out strong against Crookston and being upset by the Golden Eagles 3-2. Last weekend, the Dragons took on Sioux Falls at home, which ended in a 0-0 tie. While they took a break from the soccer field, we asked Ashley Lance and Kara Zastro to play some catchphrase and battle it out in the always entertaining teammate game.
Go. Okay, it's a big fruit, it's green.
Apple. Watermelon.
Okay, you hate this food.
Ooh, peanut butter.
Yes! And this food.
Pickle.
Breakfast food, not pancakes, but
French toast.
we make them all the time on away trips.
Bagels. Muffins. Waffles.
Yes! Okay, it's a
Squaw!
Betty?
No.
Oh.
No, it's animals.
A bird.
Yeah, what kind of bird?
Crow.
Think of the United States.
Skip. Oh, eagle.
Yeah. Quack quack.
Duck.
Has a big long trunk.
Elephant.
Big long neck. Has a lot of stripes.
Zebra.
Bemidji. Has a pouch.
My best friend's Patrick.
Oh, SpongeBob.
The queen bee.
Oh, Beyonce.
He's super hot. He's in The Neighbors.
Oh.
Abs. High School Musical.
Oh, Zac Efron.
Yes. Na, 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 na.
Oh,
2, 1.
Crappy food. Place on campus.
Keezy.
Art colors.
Red and black.
No.
Red, white, and black.
Just the
Red. Black. Put it down.
Okay, athletic director.
Todd Peters.
Trainer. Athletic trainer.
Scott.
Scary basketball coach.
Carly Nelson. They're both scary.
Where we live, our second home.
Die.
No.
Stick around, you won't want to miss the Dragons Live Top 5 Plays of the Month. That's next.
Around here, there's more than one way to live. And at Gate City Bank, there's more than one way to bank. We create banking to fit you. So whatever your way of life, we make it better. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
TV here? TV there. Yes, it's TV everywhere. In the car. In a tree. Midco makes it easy, see? Mid-Continent's TV Everywhere. Take some of your favorite programming, well, everywhere on your mobile devices. TV Everywhere on the moon? Not just yet, but maybe soon. Mid-Continent's TV Everywhere. Free with your cable subscription. Click happiestdevices.com.
Our very own AD, Doug Peters, is always fired up about something. Let's see what he's working on in this week's Doug's Desk.
Hey, I'm fired up. You're joining me for Doug's Desk this week. I have a special guest. I have Mike Moore from Mayville State University. We are in Oklahoma City at the Business of Small College Athletics. Mike, why are you here?
I'm here. I'm fired up, and I'm ready to learn something about fundraising. How about you?
It's good to know you're fired up. It kind of rubs off on people. Hey, I'm hoping to learn the same thing. It's been an awesome conference so far, learning about annual fundraising, learning about how to engage different types of donors, learning from our peers across the country. It doesn't get much better than that. Back home in Minnesota, it is an unbelievably awesome time. Our fall sports, they're starting to hit towards the end of their season, and we're getting ready to start to celebrate our seniors. They've been with us for 3 or 4 years. They're getting ready to graduate, and they've grown with us, and we're excited to honor them as they start to head into the end of their senior campaigns and into their careers as a Dragon. Getting ready for, really the start of our winter sports. Swimming and diving are already after it. We've got men's and women's basketball that are kicking off, wrestling before too long. Can't forget about our awesome cross-country teams who are headed down to regionals here before too long. That's what's going on behind the scenes in Dragon Athletics. I'm fired up. You join me. It's always fun to have someone with you. We'll see you next week.
Here we go. It's time for the Dragons Live Top 5 Plays of the Month. Kicking us off at number 5 is volleyball's Claire Grimm and Caitlin Van Winkle putting up a wall against Mankato, helping seal the win in the 3-set sweep.
Number 4, Demetrius Carr hitting Damon Gibson in stride for an 82-yard touchdown. The play is tied for the 6th longest pass play in school history.
At number 3, soccer with a big goal against Bemidji State on a great combo play off a free kick. Senior defender Taylor Maces Miller is credited with the goal, her first as a Dragon.
Time for some fun at number 2. In tradition with Bemidji Beaver Week, the football team attempted to grow some mustaches, and, well, they showed off the best of them in a mustache music video mashup, which now has over 3,500 views on YouTube. Go check it out.
And at number 1, the fan favorite Dragon Madness dunk contest does not disappoint. Evan 11 Holt threw down a monster two-handed reverse jam to take home his 3rd dunk contest championship title.
Finally, let's take a look at the upcoming events. Dragon soccer and volleyball are home on Friday the 30th, with swimming on the road at St. Kate's, and men's basketball getting their season started with a tournament in California. Volleyball is back home on Halloween Day, first Wayne State at 4 p.m., while football heads to St. Cloud State. Dragon wrestling gets their season started at the Daktronics Open in Brookings, South Dakota on November 1st, with soccer at Mary also on the 1st of the month.
Looking deeper into November, women's basketball hosts first against St. Kate's on the 5th in Nemzik Fieldhouse in exhibition play. Swimming and diving are at Concordia College on the 6th with volleyball at home versus Crookston. The 7th is the final game for Dragon football, and it'll probably be a cold one versus U-Mary, with volleyball versus Bemidji right after, and both will be on WDAY's Extra.
Big trip to California for the men's team.
Yep, and the women are heading to Vegas right after, so getting the basketball season started right away.
It's hard to believe that winter season is already around the corner.
I'm ready. Let's go.
That's all for this episode of Dragons Live. For John Webking and our director Alex Nelson, have a good night and go Dragons.